Name, please.
Imanum is Karine. My name is Karin.
Darling, for the fans, where do you grow up?
I was born in Alabama, grew up childhood in Indiana, and then Los Angeles when I was 10, and Aleppo every year. Kristen in Aleppo. We have a home there. So,
Beautiful.
US.
Yes. And how do you get into music, darling?
Oh man, my goodness. How do I get in music? It was the most immediate way for me to express what I was feeling. And
Yeah, and those feelings were coming from a place of love, anger, rebellion. What will you say those feelings were?
from my senses and feeling life in a very vivid way. All the emotions, just big emotions, and um, yeah, processing my experiences. That's where they come from.
And since those feelings were processed through your music, how do you feel now? Do you feel like do you achieve that already?
Achieve which side of things?
If you achieve to process all those feelings with your music, or you're still in that journey?
Expressing myself.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, it's so loud in here.
Yeah, no worries.
This is the positive of my
Oh my
life. This is
god.
the negative side of being very hypersensitive. So I'm sorry because I'm like, wait, what? Because I'm hearing the spoons and the pots in the background. Yeah, I think I've already succeeded in um expressing myself and feeling like I've made an impact because one or two people felt what I was expressing, what I was emoting, and in a room. And I feel like that's success, whatever scale it's at. The fact that I've had an impact, and the impact is because I had an impact. I processed it and made music to help express it. And then if that was useful, then I've succeeded. Yeah, I feel like I have.
I love that. Can you just check that you can see me there? I'm in the correct frame. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your new album, Pool, because
Well, yeah.
pool means something, right?
Well, P.U.L.L is physics universal love language. Pull. Yeah, that's the framework of this world. It- yeah.
And it talks so much to me because I do believe in the universe and I do believe in forces and
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
And the album is so cohesive, it's so elegant, it's so eloquent, but it's so much art. Like, how do you manage to build that sound that is so you?
By being so me, in an unadulterated, non-judgmental, and courageous way, which is all I want people to do is like not look at me, but see themselves when they hear me. Uh, because really, this is all just interdependent. We're all interdependent, and how do I manage it? By being in the process of always engaging even those things that are uncomfortable, especially, and then being in my joy, being in my inner child, and working at that, and having compassion for myself when I don't get it right, because we're not always going to get it right, and then cheering myself on when I do, and becoming a whole spherical self, yeah, that's
And being a reflection for people, that's a lot of responsibility. There is a lot of responsibility, but there's a lot of power there.
yeah.
So they always say in the queer world,
Yes. Tell me
uh,
what we see.
yeah, with great power comes great responsibility.
Correct.
So, what is your take on that?
Oh, thank you.
Yummy. Okay, a little refreshment sounds good.
Oh, so yes. That is correct. But that power that I have is a self power that I'm generating and protecting and nurturing, and everyone has that. Like I'm, everyone has the ability to do that if they can be in process without judging that process, and really having compassion and understanding what that means for the whole self, where you integrate like you integrate the sides of you that some, in some worlds we call the shadow, or just the parts of you that are not like what you might judge as great, but it's your whole. It's like the moon. and the sun meet each other. You can't have the light without the dark. And so it's about integration and doing it with ease. Um, and yeah, personally, I'm an artist. I'm not an entertainer. Um, and when you're an artist, you're hopefully reflecting society or the culture that you're in, and you're hopefully saying something. You're making meaning out of everyday things, mundane things, and you're just as. I mean, quite frankly, I think that anyone can decide, what, for themselves with their agency. What, I am just making this, and I don't care how it affects people, and that's their prerogative. Like, that's also beautiful. Like, they're just going to be themselves, and for me, I feel both of that. I feel that and its opposite. I'm like, I really feel that I want to be useful in the world, and I want to deeply inspire, and this hope that I have. I'm just so joyful, and I'm so excited about all of it. And I just want people to experience that with me. And yeah, with great respect. Who said that? Was that Eisenhower? I think that was.
Well, it was the legend RuPaul's Charles.
Oh yeah, of course. What am I saying? What am I saying? But it's that kind of like conscious like thought, to be able to have a metacognition and say, wait, let me pull back from just like what I'm feeling. It's like, no, what am I feeling? And then be able to like look at that and wonder, like, am I just here to take up space, or am I here to help build community and to impact people? How do I impact people? And that's what Physics Universal Love Language P.U.L.L. album is about. And the Collapse Phase, which just came out, that track is the beginning. The gravitational center, where you're so grounded and self-assured and who and what you are, even in the things that you're unsure about. That you can steward this being. You then, just because you have such a profound self-responsibility, you impact people. They see you, they see what you're doing, and you love them and protect them, but you also step back for them to have their experience. And I think that's the whole point of this album, is to have such great agency, self-respect, that you can't deny someone else's agency and humanity. Yeah.
Wow. You're pulling me towards you, darling, with that statement.
Well, good. You know why you're feeling that way? Because you recognize yourself in me. And then that's it. This is how beautiful. Like, how lucky. How lucky am I that you see yourself in me, which means I see that I am in you. Like, I feel very connected right now. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna get emotional.
Darling, I think everything's for a reason. And you touched something very important. You said, I want to feel hope. I'm very hopeful.
Yeah.
And I do want to believe the same, because everyone is like, oh, we're going through dark times. But there's always darkness. There's always those difficult moments. So we need to remain positive and together, and we need to pull each other.
We need to pull, absolutely. I mean, there are some very significant, like, dark things happening, but the antidote, as above so below, this and its opposite, holding two opposing truths at once, is the point. And yes, there are some very serious things happening, and because of that, we have this opportunity and this potential to show up fiercely, with sort of, well, with understanding for one another, dialogue, and actually compassion for the fear and the, I mean, this is a hard one, right? Like, we have to activate. It's this is the moment to activate, and not just do this. But everyone has a different role in how they engage activism. Not everyone is on the front lines. We need every kind of really activism. But we need it. I've digressed, but we need it in a way that can see this idea of the other. That we're kind of in a moment where it's like there are those who want to hold on to the old systems that benefit the few, and then there are all those who are rising and waking up. And this is a moment where the world is waking up, and I do think that is gorgeous. I think that is the point. It's not about everything always being perfect. It's about what can be done and how can it be done with self-respect, respecting others, and being able to listen to one another and have a dialogue. That really is where. And then also sometimes it just takes more than that, and we'll just hopefully we'll see how that unfolds.
And talking about this year, I know that you've been doing some live shows
Oh yeah.
in Europe. Do you like to be on tour?
Oh my god, the whole I want to do all of it so that I can be on stage and connect with millions of people. That's oh, I love to perform. You know, I feel like that is my dialogue directly, and I really I felt really privileged to go on tour like Paris, London, Amsterdam, Ghent. We went Berlin, and yeah, I absolutely love to perform.
And what people can expect if they come to your show, honey?
Oh, that's so easy. They can expect to become quite present. I mean, some people it'll be like, whoa, and other people it'll be like leaning in, and all of that is welcome. They should expect somebody who's going to be very present with what she's doing. Um, and yeah, I'm on stage sort of discovering who that person is, you know? It was really fun on tour. It was like, who's this person emerging on stage? Like, I haven't been on stage in 7 years until, the last 2 weeks. And it was really nice to sort of not know and discover. Yeah. So they can expect
Everything.
everything.
We're gonna expect everything, darling. And what are the new projects that you're coming up this year? Obviously promoting the album, but do you have like new gigs coming up soon?
Day at a time. We just finished this tour.
Yeah.
I'm getting to sit with you. And I'm honestly, this is the moment. This is it. It's like it just and then the next thing will come up and I'll be like, is that right for me? What is this? And I'm just very grateful to have and it's very privileged position to be sat with you or anyone who cares, you know. I'm just one tiny speck and there are so many like literally thousands of like brilliant artists
Yeah.
who don't have this moment, and I hope they get their moment because there's room for everyone. So I'm just this is what's happening right now, and we'll just see. We'll see together.
And talking about right now, can you tell us where are we?
Where are we?
Yeah.
We're in Hackney. Uh, right? No, just kidding. We're in Hackney, and we're at this lovely cafe called Brags and Brams, which I don't.
Brax and
Brams,
we are in Brax and
Brams, Brams.
and which day is today?
Um, so you get like that with tour brain. You're just like the days
Yeah.
no longer are like
You're
the
like
names of weeks, but it's like this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think today is Tuesday.
it's Tuesday
Right?
and it's February and I think it's Saturday was the 14th, 15th,
You know what today is?
17th of February.
I know what today is. Today is February 17th, the Aquarius new moon eclipse. Today is the day the fire horse takes off. Today is the day where we are fully activated in what we need to do. Like the old is gone now. The old systems collapse.
Yeah.
This is the moment to take your agency and activate
I
it.
know.
That's it. That's what today is, not Tuesday.
Yeah, you need to ride or die, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Honey, how do the roots where you're coming from influence your music? I know this question is very cliche, but if you can, yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
So if you can talk a little bit about that.
Well, they don't necessarily influence, they're just integrated because they're there, you know, and I made a very conscious effort to not try to sound, oh, like Middle Eastern or this and that. I am. I'm American, Armenian, but for me, Syria is a home and we have a home there. And I culturally am a bridge between these field of opposites. I identify as Armenian. I'm Armenian. I'm fully Armenian. Um, and so that's there. It's in the way that I do call and response vocals, or in the way that I specifically treated the strings, you know, to sound like the strings that I would hear in old Arabic music that I've grown up with my whole life. Um, even Turkish music. The influence is there because it's in me and I'm there. So there are moments. There are moments where I sort of celebrate like an ululation, which is right, and I had my mom do it, and I did it, and it's like kind of like happens right before I go into the chorus, and some of the rhythms and stuff. You know, it's there because it's in me, and I'm there. So
And we're there with you, darling.
you're so generous.
You pull us towards you. Honey, what will be the message for you, for the universe, or for everyone who is watching or listening this interview?
Oh. Oh, that's like very simple. That we all possess the pull, and whatever it is that we're sort of consumed by, really, if we're engaging ourselves in a really holistic way, we have the ability to impact. Not, I mean, first you impact yourself by the choices you make, by your thinking, and how present you can get. Not, and then you have this ability to pull the world into a space that you can envision, and every single one of us has that. It's so fucking awesome. Excuse my language. I mean, that's the point. That's the message. That's physics universal love language. No, but for real, because we're talking about the ideas of physics applying to, we're talking about spiritual thing. We're talking about both of those things describing it themselves, each other. We're talking about the role we play in our own lives, in our own communities, in our own families. It's easy to be all those things in spiritual when it's easy, but that's not the point. It's like, how do you take a pause, don't react, and respond to something that really challenges you? And that's the opportunity, and that's the point of this album.
Period.
Period. Yeah. Aw.